Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So for today's video we're going to be having a look back at my weekly decorations for the whole of the first half of this year. This is January to June, so let's go ahead and have a look. I so love doing these videos. They're so much fun because I can remember what I did and then I can take little things. So same way as always, I have some, this is basic, this is just pattern paper that has been laminated and I've cut it down to A5, holes punched, and they've got these big rings on them. I bought these off Amazon or eBay. I will link them down below so you can check them out. And then I've just got the year on the front. And I keep these in years, so if you go and have a look in my cupboard, you'd see the one from 2020, one from 2021, etc, etc. Okay. So we start off in January. I still adore this setup, and I do it exactly the same basically every month. The only thing that sometimes changes is the size of these boxes, which is just depending on how many appointments or how many birthdays I have in the month. So August, for example, I'm pretty sure I did this box just a little bit bigger because August. The one thing I have been really bad at doing this year, so I'm actually going to skip it every time I get to it, is using my dinner plans. I've just been too... not unorganised, that's not the right word. It's just been too complicated to do it, so we're kind of living on a bit of a whim at the moment. But anyway, so this was using the beautiful masquerade kit from PA. Oh, I love it still. Oh, I love it. You'll see lots of rescheduled and things, stickers all through here. That was actually really funny. So I didn't realise that the test drive for our Subaru, which is the car that we ended up getting, was there because I was so sick. I got really ill this week. The second one is then using the gorgeous mermaid kit from Barney and Moon, rescheduled because I was sick. Lots and lots of beautiful mermaids. You can see this is what I do when I'm with my daycare stickers. I put down exactly what time she was at daycare, which I really like to do. It just helps me keep track of sort of how long she was there and if she's spending not too much time there, but you know what I mean. So we've got those ones, little flip ups. This one was a pocket. Much more simple for this green one, but I actually really like the softness of that. When you go from the mermaids to this softness, it's really pretty. And I just love that tiny little line. This was using a gorgeous Fox and Cactus kit for Australia Day, and again with the splatters. You are going to see lots of splatters along here. Got all of those there. Then we move into February. I was playing... oh, that's when I stuck together. I made a mess, so I just stuck them together. Moving into February. See, I did different. Inked background, and then I just did some script stamps over the top. I really was into that vintage look at the time. This was when I was in the middle of my PA drought, when it took so long for some of them to get here because of the post. This was using the In Bloom kit, In Bloom sticker book from Michaels. Again, oops, I just realised that. Again, nothing here is really complicated, but I love doing that stamping in the background. And I did that. I'm going to leave it because otherwise I'm going to mess it up. The really skinny line of washi tape at the top, which looked beautiful, but has moved a little bit in the meantime. Another beautiful Barney and Moon kit. I think this was called Rainbows. So pretty. Oh, and then a Lawn Fawn week where I went a little bit over the top using the hearts stencil and the gorgeous stinking sweet little skunks. I may be using those skunks for Christmas as well. This was, I think, the only kikki.k week I've done this year. I'll have a look. But I do love this little pocket. It worked out beautifully because it's on acetate and you can't see it. Lawn Fawn release, and then I got COVID at the worst possible time, so I was supposed to be going to netball. It was really bad, so that's all through there. This is what I use some of those back pages for if I have like a release. So as each of the actually I'm going to do it again for the release that's coming up at the end of August. As each of the ones were done on their release, not the release, what's the word I'm looking for? As each of the ones were done with their intro videos in Inspiration Week, I'd write them down and which ones I wanted, and then I'd tick off which ones I got. So I'm going to do the same thing for the release that's coming out next week. So this was March, just stencils for the background there. Pretty busy with different things, but they were there, playing there of course. This was the Sweetheart from PA, the original one that I did. And just as a quick kind of exercise, just to show you the difference between the two. They just look so different. So I'm going to make sure I get them both in the shop. They both look so different. Like the same colours of course, but it's... I loved the border up the side for this one. That one was easy to resize. This was the same thing because this was the digital kit that I kind of created on my own. And then there was this one that was obviously the kit itself. But I really liked playing with that. And I really should. I have some artwork for another kit that I want to do my own kit for. I just haven't got round to it yet, but it's on the list. So this was Charlotte's birthday week. This was the one that was supposed to be Boho Baby, which is in here later, I think. I ended up using the Uniquely Creative Gorgeous Storytime kit, which I really love. So you've got all of the bits here. Charlotte's birthday party. The Happy Mail that was sort of sitting in behind there. It's a beautiful, beautiful week. I love that one. This was for St. Patrick's Day. Why are the words escaping me today? I just decided to go green. Another one of those weeks where I just pick a colour. It's obviously a pretty clever week to use green, but still. This was my farm week. This was using lawn fawn stuff. We had a family day from work that we held at one of the local kind of children's farms here in Melbourne. So that was my inspiration for it. I love the little cartoon looks. It's just very cute. And then this was using the amazing Country Cottage kit. Oh, I adore it. It's so gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous kit. And I love the stamping in the background. I've definitely used those bricks on so many different things. And then here, this was the stuff when we were redoing all of our priorities for our loans and stuff, what we wanted to get. So we've slowly started ticking some of these off now. So this was April. Obviously, April's Anzac Day. So for me, it's got all of the... I just want to do reds there. First one, we have that Boho Baby. I finally got to using it. And I love that little picture of Charlotte in there. With the twinkle twinkle. It was the first footy game Charlotte ever went to. Was Essendon Adelaide on the 10th of April. Using the Easter kit from Barney and Moon, the lovely pastels. Would you believe it's taken me until now to find the deco sheet that went with this? I found it when I was cleaning this morning. It was actually very funny. So that was that one. The first time I ever used the sidebars with the new PA stickers. This was the... is it not Plan of Black? Plan of Love. That was the one. Absolutely love it. So good. Except for the ink bit that got stuck there. Which has bled through from the other side. This was my Anzac Day week this year. I love this one. It's absolutely gorgeous. I do love the script. I love this vellum little flip more than anything. Completely, when I say useless, it was completely useless. It was not built to be anything other than just a gorgeous flipper, but it is lovely and I really do like that one. This is probably my favourite monthly. This is using the stars from Marshmallow Studio. Absolutely gorgeous. I love these stars. I've used them on cards. I haven't used them in a planner week, but I reckon I could. But absolutely stunning. Absolutely adore them. And then we had a blue week. This was using a Officeworks collection, I think. With all the blues and the golds. This was using Heidi Swap Mink ink. I'm still in love with foiling, but I haven't quite fallen down the huge foil hole yet. This was using Book Lover 2 from PA. Just love all the succulents in this collection. It was gorgeous. Sometimes I get really bad with filling those in, but they are there. This was a bee week. The first kind of time I did mixed media, like I feel like I did mixed media in my planner. Using some glaze and then some flowers and stuff. I have a plan to do another bee week next week. Very soon anyway. If it's not next week, it'll be very soon. Using the Lawn Fawn Bee collection because it's just gorgeous. Oh no, I did do another kikki.k. I thought I would have. This was the Bloomstra. I think that's what it was called. Gorgeous kit. Love the colours. Love the pink. Absolutely love the pink. And this was the summer release that I did the same thing. June, just a blend. I think I've kind of fallen back into the blending. If you see July and August, they're both blended. This was Australiana. I don't know why I waited so long to use this kit. It's absolutely stunning. This is my favourite of the flip downs that I've done. I absolutely adore that one. It's just, oh. And this was, so you wait till we get to the next week because I'm so angry. It was my favourite. It's the first time I've ever used PA twice in a row. And it was using the gorgeous Wanderlust kit. But Ryan tested positive to COVID on the Monday. So we drove all the way over from Melbourne to Adelaide on the Sunday. So we got up at like 3 a.m. and drove over so Charlotte would sleep for most of it. And we got to Adelaide just after lunch and we had a lovely day down in Glenelg, which is a beachside suburb and one of my favourites. We had a lovely day. And then we tested Ryan for COVID because he'd had a cold like all the last week, but he kept testing negative. Tested him on the Monday just because we were going to see my grandma and I didn't want to get her sick. And he tested positive, so we had to turn around and come back. So we drove all the way to Adelaide for a night and then came back. It was wonderful. I left everything here because I'm going to redo it when we go in November because we're going to do the same trip again in November and I'll use a different kit. But still, I love this kit. I think it's gorgeous. It's one of my favourites. And then this one, I had so much time this week all of a sudden. So this was never supposed to be this week. It was never supposed to be the week after we came back from a holiday. But then I ended up having all this time. So I redid it. So it was that one. I love the shades of the clouds. Gorgeous Hello Autumn kit from Barney and Moon. Again, was home, needed to get something and it was just absolutely stunning. I have got the journal kit that's going along with this. It's on its way to me at the moment. So I'll be able to use that in a couple of weeks. And then this was the Dream Chaser kit, or the Dream Chaser one. I did have the water. So for anyone that remembers, where is it? It's here somewhere. So for anyone that remembers, I did make a little water shaker. The water did leak out. So the back of this is a little bit, thankfully it was not in my planner at the time. And I've just left it on my cupboard as a bit of a reminder that just be careful with water. I need to experiment a little bit more with this. I still have some ideas of ways I can make that work. So stay tuned. But that is the end of January to June. How we've got to July and now August, I don't know. But there are some of my, the PA kits this 6 months have been really beautiful. I've been absolutely in love with Barney and Moon, as you can see, because I've used them multiple times. But Anzac Day, like, I've really loved the last 6 months. I feel like I'm more creative in my planner. I do still have those weeks where I go stickers, but I love getting the stamp sets out and the mixed media out and going absolutely nuts. And there's some more when you see the next one of these in January. There'll be a lot in the last couple of ones. All of these have videos attached to them. I will not link them all, but you can check them all out on my channel. You can just look for the weekly decoration playlist and I'll all be there for you. I have also done these for basically every other year I've been doing this, and I've been doing it for a while. So I will link those videos down below and you can check out those playlists and then you can sort of do that deep dive into more of them if you feel like it. I hope you guys did enjoy this little walk down memory lane. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And make sure you hang around for lots more weekly decorations because they will always be here on my channel. They're my favourite thing to do. So I hope you guys enjoy them as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you are interested and make sure you follow me on my socials. I hope you have an absolutely awesome rest of your day and I will catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!